Welcome to the latest Cloud Council meeting. We currently have representing the Council Arideus, Grantharshammer, TheWooper, and myself, Overlord 59. Absent are Gur of Doom, CpMetis, and WarriorSolution. And of course, our open seat for mascots and people higher ranked than us. Right, this is a newly voted in council, so for the first time I think we actually have to assign certain council positions. I don't think we're going to get all of them done because a few people are absent, so we'll have to do that later, but perhaps the most important one is the Cloud King for the next 2 terms.
Okay.
So, I am only going to suggest Granthar for the position, as, well, it's kind of what he's always done.
To speak in my favour, I have this.
He does have that.
Very good supporting arguments, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
There we go.
very nice.
But yeah, Cloud King basically is in order to make limited power executive decisions between council votes,
Right.
so that we don't constantly have to postpone everything.
For the record, Arideus, if you could do it in the Minecraft chat, if possible, because I can't record the TeamSpeak at the same time. So, just for the record-keeping side of things. Alright, so I'm just going to simply call a vote on this, unless someone has someone else they want to nominate. All in favour of Granthar holding the position of Cloud King for the next 2 terms. Say aye, all opposed say nay.
Huzzah! It's unanimous, which means that even if we had 7 people here, it would still go through.
Yes, that is true.
And
As of this moment... Alright.
means I don't have to change my hat, which is...
Yes. So I now officially present the Cloud King, Grantharshammer.
Woohoo! Everybody clap.
Right, now there are a couple of other council positions that we discussed creating for this next council, which included Treasurer, PR Rep, Grand Diplomat, what was the other one? Just let me get to the list. That is not the right list. There we go. And Secretary. Of course. What else was it going to be? So. Oh, Warrior's around. We might be able to invite him. So, Warrior will be along in a minute. So, volunteers for the other positions. What were you volunteering for, Wooper?
Diplomat.
Chief Diplomatic Officer.
Mm.
Well, you are possibly in the best position to do so. Do you understand the responsibilities of the position?
Give me a once-over if you would be so very kind.
But
Basically,
the main thing is, you'll be representing us at the Cross District on Friday.
Oh no, I can absolutely go ahead and do that. I have no problem.
the second
Obviously,
thing
we
you
need
do
to
is
get
every
a
single...
second person.
Well, the ambassadors answer to you. If it comes to arranging ambassadors, choosing ambassadors, finding out stuff from ambassadors, that's your job. You are the liaison between the council and the ambassadors, if you get this
Alright.
position.
Yes.
And of course, in emergency situations, you are the guy who will send to talk to councils.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it actually becomes so serious that we have to send someone to talk to other councils outside the cross-district meeting, then that's the other thing.
Yes, of course.
Right. So,
I understand the requirements and still...
you still
accept.
wish to volunteer for the position? Arideus, are you going to consider any position or contest someone for a position? So you don't want any extra positions. Alright. Well, in that case, fair enough. In that case, I will call it to a vote for TheWooper to become the Cloud's Chief Diplomatic Officer. Once again, all in favour say aye, all opposed, say nay. Once more, we have an absolute majority, so congratulations, you are now our Chief Diplomat.
Thank you very much. I'll do my best.
Right.
Your best is too good. Do slightly worse.
I'll give it a shot.
I like how,
We're not doing an intermission.
Right, so we've got 3 more positions we need filled for this
fine.
council.
Intermission
Oh,
time.
okay, intermission.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So we have 3 more positions to fill. Arideus, you say you don't want a position right now. I will be volunteering for one of the positions, certainly.
Which one?
Well,
Treasurer.
they're all-
Treasurer is not important.
Treasurer is not exceptionally important. It's just anything
If
to
we
do
go
with
to
the
war,
fund.
then
Or if we go
it's-
to war, we have matters that need to be
Treasurer
handled.
is the person in charge of collecting massive bribes.
And bribing.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
If we need to make a massive bribe, as we have done in the past, then you collect up all the money and give it to whoever we're bribing.
You are
This
also
is usually to stop people going to war with us.
you are also the only person who can access any collected funds by the council with permission of the Cloud King, so it's not left in one person's hands, essentially.
I don't know. Seems trustworthy.
He does. I have no complaints, but it's a security measure for potential future treasurers. More than anything. He's forgotten the password. Right, this is definitely going to be blanked out on the video, because I'm not handing out the password to
I could just tell him.
Too late.
Ooh. Now I have to do another intermission.
Oh, son, intermission, quickly!
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Perfectly timed to end at the end of the intermission. Hello, Warrior. Congratulations on being voted in.
Thanks, I can barely hear.
Oh,
Pretty staticky.
yeah.
Or possibly standing on top of a mountain? It's hard to say.
Okay, just at this point, we've just brought up 2 things. The first is the Cloud King position, which has had 4 votes in favour of Granthar, so... and WooPer is to be our Chief Diplomatic Officer. We're currently discussing the other special positions on the Council.
Or you can make that 5 votes for Granthar.
Well,
I
excellent.
have the supermajority.
He does have a supermajority of support now.
Doesn't really help you, but...
And yes.
It's nice to know.
Currently, we're discussing Arideus acting as Council Treasurer. And you can obviously volunteer to run for the remaining 3 positions as well,
All 3.
which are Treasurer, Secretary, and PR Rep.
I think Overlord is secretary because he records all of this.
That is true.
So
The
PR rep. Aha.
is also
the hardest
available,
one
but
of all.
I mean, I might take PR Rep because I also do the posts for the council. But Anyway, it's not necessary. We still have a couple of council members to talk to. Obviously,
Yeah.
if you don't want a special position. But anyway, so
All in favour of Arideus as treasurer. You have to say it though.
yeah, I know. All voting on Arideus' position as treasurer. All in favour say aye. All opposed say nay.
Nay.
That works.
Oh, that was genuinely close. But by 3-2, the motion passes.
Okay.
Wow, that's probably one of the closest cloud votes.
Ever.
Yeah.
Never
man.
have any kind of conflict.
So I would... Secretary or PR reps, kind of hard to choose between them. But I think I will volunteer for the position of secretary then.
As Cloud King, I proclaim that you must go by whatever the WooPer says.
Ah!
I fell off
Then
again.
I would like Overlord 59 to be the Cloud Kingdom's PR representative.
I am fine with that position as well, so... Alright, well... If that's the case, then will formally put my name forward for the PR rep then.
Okay.
I am already aware of the responsibilities such a role holds. So... unless anyone else has anything to add, I will be calling a vote. Alright, all in favour of myself taking the position of PR rep, say aye. All opposed, say nay.
Aye.
Alright, unanimous. I
Wait.
am now the PR rep. Excellent. Right, so unless you want to run for secretary, Warrior, I guess we will leave that position open until we've talked to the other council members who are absent.
Yeah. I'll probably talk to you afterwards.
Alright, that's fine. If that's the case, I will close this topic, as I think we've finished with this one. And we have our positions. Okay.
Positions on what?
Well, we have some of the special positions on the council field. Right.
Alright.
Next up, there are a few things from the spreadsheet. Things of note. This is from CpMetis. The great oak tree is potentially dying. Is there anything we need to bring up about this?
Well, the only thing that we could do is move the cloud over it so it gets rain. But then it wouldn't get any sunlight, so it would die anyway. Plus, I kind of want to see the Nature's Grove turn into the Mushroom Village, so I'm okay with it.
That'd be kind of a cool district.
Exactly.
Admittedly, I'm not certain what else we could add, as people are already watering the tree.
Yeah, that's the second mention, is they're accepting
Plus, it's
donations.
Don't
to-
trees
Mhm.
die in winter?
It is true. I mean,
Could send over the
Well,
smaller
they don't
clouds.
die in winter.
They do.
They
Ish.
don't.
They go dormant, I suppose.
yeah.
but- The leaves die, at least.
Not
the
all
very
trees,
least.
I guess. But the great oak is an oak tree, so...
Yeah.
Indeed.
So we're of the position that we should probably wait and see if it's just a winter thing. And
I agree with
maybe
this.
send smaller clouds over.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if there's any vote to call on it right now, because, like, we've not actually got any,
Yeah, we
Aid
don't
to
really
send,
have.
but it was just brought up to discuss, so check that off the list. We will keep an eye on the situation and respond later as required. Next up, a Cloud Kingdom Anthem. CpMetis, one of our council members, has presented a piece of his work. If you know where the Council of Storms topics sheet is, and you've heard it, then that's good. But basically, this is fairly simple. It's a vote. Do we approve of the anthem presented?
I approve of it.
I would have to listen to it.
If you can get to the
I would
spreadsheet.
also like us to have an alternative anthem at the same time, which will be the theme from DuckTales. Woo!
We can have that as the Cloud King's anthem if you want.
Woohoo!
Your own personal anthem.
No, it's not his anthem. Someone else takes the position, it becomes their anthem.
Oh yeah.
Alright. So, once you've had a listen, we
Give me 1 minute.
have a vote on it. I'll probably overlay this section of the video with the anthem itself. But
Next topic.
alright, so yeah, just we'll move on to the next topic while you listen to it, I suppose that's a good thing. Oh, is that a book? What have you got there?
I believe I've heard enough of it.
Notes in glass.
It sounds
Do you
good.
want a pizza, Arideus?
I'm not 100% sure I understand. I will talk in a bit. Anyway, okay, so just to bring it up, obviously we are all aware of the changes to election procedure which led to this council from the last temporary council. Just to explain for everyone else, from the council's perspective, we have altered it so we no longer require nominations because it limits too many people from representing and being involved in the council. Other than that, everything is as it was, same number of positions, same voting procedure. So yes,
I understand. Yes.
this is for technicalities.
Mhm.
Alright, we've done the appointments. Next up are two topics either I am bringing up or brought up by a citizen who has spoken to me. The first one is regarding the crime issue. Now, we may not notice it so obviously up here, but there has been an increase of crime and sort of whispers of, dark influences and secret groups and crime organizations and the what on the rise.
Mandible.
Ignore the king for a moment there, please. But as a result of this, I, as a representative of the LPD this time, asking official permission of the council to start actively negotiating and working with the other police departments of the city to make some sort of giant collective effort to deal with crime as best we can. We will be holding a large sort of meeting based on this, at which the council itself is invited to attend. A number of other councils are currently also meeting discussing this event I'm trying to arrange. And I would just like to get a simple vote. Are we in favour or opposed to this as a council? Or do we want to remain more isolated?
Oh, less isolation.
So I'm calling a
Yeah.
vote. All in
But
favour
less
of allowing our
societal
police force
isolation,
to negotiate
more-
deals with police.
more physical.
All in favour say aye, all opposed say nay.
Aye.
Fairly simple, just needed a vote on it. Thank you for your support. Final topic. This was brought up by a concerned citizen who, is a citizen. This is not my opinion, obviously, but they did speak to me about it. This citizen happens to have significant concerns about our link with, the new pauper setup.
Who is this citizen?
This was
Lay
brought
them.
up by Creeper Sleeper 95, who
I mean,
is
something less
like
insulting.
concerned about our affiliation with Pauper and Slums and once asked me to bring it up as a topic. Now, frankly, this comes down to a simpler vote. Are we in favour of maintaining the current unified, as it is, group with Pauper and Slums as part of New Paupers?
It has not really affected us in any way. So, yes, I'm
This
perfectly
is
in
very
favour
true.
of it.
So, if we are still in favour of this the arrangement we currently have, say aye. If we are opposed, say nay.
Just a
I have no particular feelings one way or the other.
Yeah, same here.
Alright, so 2 abstentions, and Arideus, are you going... I mean, it is important what we're saying, if Steve is...
we didn't get our own building at the anniversary event. To be fair, though, they already, at the anniversary, they'd already planned not to give Cloud a building before the merger. So, that's more on Azure than anyone else.
Maybe we should petition that... I mean, was there just a new Pauper one? The sort of big thing is, we don't have the manpower. Or dwarf power.
Well,
As
we
a
do,
district.
but we're all a fairly fey and doughy lot. Don't do much. That's why we live on a cloud.
He does bring up a very good argument.
At any rate, the other councillors have made their positions clear. Arideus, would you like to complete the set to determine... finish the vote, rather? Alright. We have
Yep.
3 in favour and 2 abstentions. We will not be attempting in any way to change the current arrangement of New Pauper.
Can he not talk or something?
He doesn't have a microphone.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
A little bit confused.
Oh yeah, you're not here in local to see he's talking.
Yeah.
Alright, well, okay,
Probably
those are
could
all
be.
the topics on the council spreadsheet. By the way, just as information, if you need something added to the spreadsheet, I have access to it, as does CpMetis, so tell us and we'll put it on. But are there any topics anyone wants to bring up outside of what has already been talked about?
No. Maybe. No. No.
Not especially. Nothing that I'm certain hasn't been brought up 1,000 times before.
Well, I suppose... What do you want to discuss about them all?
They're perfectly within their rights to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it does
Mhm.
suit a lot of them. We have...
And there haven't actually been that many leaving for the mall from here. Yeah.
That's true. I mean, we have had a few empty plots and leavers, but they've been snapped up pretty quickly.
Yeah. For some reason, everyone wants a plot up here, but not everyone wants to build up here. Which is
Yeah.
odd. But what can you do? Other than...
It may just be the
Talking
ability
about
to
it.
say, hey, I got a plot on Cloud.
Yeah, I suppose.
Alright. Oh, I suppose we should also briefly discuss the Cloud Kings.
Oh, wait, that's you.
Oh. Warrior.
You let me up?
I just saw a nameplate coming up the stairs.
Oh, I've just realised how sad this is the first council where we haven't had 3 squid family members.
Yeah.
It's disappointing.
Finally took care of them.
Granthar,
What?
be nice.
You got one right, like, over here.
Technically in Steve's seat, but...
Actually, you're just outside of my peripheral vision, so for all I know, you're not there.
As long as Steve's not here, I think it's fine.
Intermission. Wait, no!
This isn't the intermission, see?
Wait, no. No. No!
That's also... You're just getting the intermissions wrong, Granthar!
Okay, wait. Pounded dance floor, dank time. There we go.
Okay.
And intermission time. Okay.
I hope everyone was rotating. Anyway, okay, Granthar.
This is not right. I got
Turned around. Right, there's other few things. I've discussed this with Granthar. It's just briefly, I wanted to set the sort of rules for what the Cloud King does.
nothing much.
So we know he's like a position which is executive orders because the council can't always turn up and meet rapidly for every little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we need a rapid decision. But the safeguards behind that is what I want to discuss. In case Granthar goes mad with power. For example.
That seems very unlikely. Pretty sure.
Basically, obviously, any decision the Cloud King makes can be overturned by a majority in the council. Actual council meeting itself, but just as a setting, because obviously he'll last over 2 councils, should we have a system in place for removing a Cloud King who's basically gone too far?
You have to kill me.
You're already dead.
That's how you get rid of kings, man.
The system could just be the rest of the council votes on it.
So, like, a majority of... technically speaking, because there's 6 other members, we'd need 4 votes to have an actual majority to overthrow him. But basically the principle I want to put forward is so that you need more than a quorum's vote. You need a majority of the full remainder of the council. Because otherwise, if, like, a couple of us can't turn up, they might have shifted the vote entirely. And that's quite dramatic. So... obviously you're right, but do we enforce that the entire council has to produce a majority, or do we go for a quorum majority in those cases? Any inputs?
Higher council.
So, of course you'd want the entire council, but I personally am in favour of
the... you go by quorum majority, that doesn't take into account everybody's opinion, so I don't know.
So I'm in favour of full council majority being required.
I second this.
Any inputs from you two? Preferences, opinions? Or do we just call a vote?
Call the vote.
Alright,
I decree it.
User in your channel timed out.
I think we've lost Warrior.
User
He's
entered
dead.
your channel.
I
There
think
we go.
Warrior's back.
He's alive.
Yeah. I'm doing something else, downloading stuff.
Alright, we'll just
Hurry up.
call the vote
Vote.
then. This will be the last topic. All in favour of enforcing the absolute majority to overrule or impeach the Cloud King in emergencies. Say aye, all opposed say nay.
Okay, spiffy.
Yeah.
Alright, that's all sorted. So unless anyone has anything else to bring up, I'll just make sure I'm giving time for Arideus to type.
Okay.
Nope.
Alright, then I officially call the Cloud Kingdom Council meeting to a close. I will see you all next week.
And also, for you new councillors, we have a tradition.
Yeah, there's a tradition when a Cloud Council meeting ends. Woohoo! Geronimo!
If you take more than half a heart, I'm gonna die.
Okay, don't.
Yeah, you
I
take
only have
hearts.
half a heart left.
You take a heart and a half of damage, so don't.
Yeah.
You climb down carefully or go down the water. And, yep, I shall stop recording. Just
Anyway.
give me a minute to make sure it's working. Yeah, it's working again. Okay. We are... Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Okay, we're back.
What
Okay.
have you done?
Carry on, Tori. I've got something to show you.
Ooh. Dun-dun, 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 Ah, you son of a!
Get back here, Wooper!
Oh, I hate you, Granthar!
Okay, I'm putting the bounce whip back in its chest.
Bye, YouTube.
I almost expected it.